All right, we are live. This is a really late night let's chat, but I gotta talk about Game of Thrones. I have to. So, if you're here, it's in the title, but if you don't want any spoilers, don't be here. Don't listen to this. Go watch the episode, and then you can come back. But let me get the chat open. That way I can see who's in here. Whew, all the feels are going right now. All the feels. I'm trying to just process what the hell went on in that episode because a lot happened. A lot freaking happened. And where is my chat? Where is my chat? Uh, YouTube, you drive me crazy. You drive me crazy. I'm gonna have to go to my channel. Anyways, it's Sunday. Unfortunately, I work tomorrow. I know some of you probably do too, so that's the sad part, but we're here. We're alive. And Game of Thrones was awesome tonight. Can I please get to my chat? If you're in here right now, hello. Okay, let me click this. There's a couple people in here. Oh man, let me turn this down. There we go. Truth is saying no spoilers. You're probably trolling, but you need to leave. If you're being serious, you gotta leave right now because we're talking about this. And yeah, Missandei, we're gonna talk about Missandei. I didn't like take any notes, but man, a lot of stuff happened, okay? A lot of stuff happened. So the beginning was really sad. I actually was getting teary-eyed. Them just paying respects to all the people who passed during the battle. John's speech. Can we talk about John's speech? That was an amazing speech. I thought it was really, really good. I was, when it came to last week's episode, the one complaint I did have, one of the complaints actually, was that John was kind of a no-show. He was just not really doing much in the episode, and that bothered me. So for him to make that speech was just awesome. So I really liked that. And then, oh my gosh, Sansa looking at Theon, that really got me in my feels. Of course, Jorah. I was just I was feeling it. So that happened at the beginning. Then they sort of started celebrating. I already knew as soon as Brienne started drinking, I'm like, here we go. Jamie's gonna make a move. This is really happening. So I was proud of Brienne getting her, little freak on with Jamie. It was kind of weird, but it happened. And I was wondering, like, look, they didn't even show much of it, which I'm not saying I had to see it, but it's kind of interesting that they didn't show much of them, but they showed a lot of Arya in the other episode. So I was like, wait a minute, why can't we see more of Jamie and Brienne? So I thought that was kind of funny. And speaking of Arya, she got pretty much proposed to, which was crazy. Gendry, he had this cute proposal. He said he loved her. He said he wanted to rule with her because Daenerys literally just told him he's going to be the lord of that one place. I can't think of it right now. So if anyone knows and can remind me, let me know. What's up, Gian? Ricky? There's a few people in here. Probably not a lot of people. It's late, and this is Game of Thrones. It's not gaming related. So I appreciate you guys if you are here. Yeah, so Gendry is going to be the lord of this I can't remember the place. If you guys know, tell me. Forward, we're gonna talk about that. So yeah, when Daenerys was actually talking to him, like, hey, you're Robert Baratheon's son. Your family played a part in my family dying and all of that. I really thought she was gonna like be evil to him in some way, or because she was already giving that feeling of like she's turning a bit. She's jealous. She's feeling something with Jon, because Jon's getting all this admiration. You could see it in her eyes. She is turning. She's turning heel. Finally, which we're going to talk about this theory that I've wanted to happen. I've wanted her to be this way, not because I want her to be a horrible person, but because it just makes the story much more interesting. So I really thought she was gonna like do Gendry wrong. Like I really thought she was gonna do something kind of crazy, but she actually paid respect to him and like made him a lord. So that was crazy. So he finds Arya, proposes to Arya, says, let's rule together. And Arya says no, puts him in the friend zone. Like, hey, buddy, we're gonna just go our separate ways now. Thank you for the night the other night, but I'm not a lady. She pretty much said, I'm not a lady. You're gonna make some other woman, she happy. That's pretty much what she said. So that was kind of sad for Gendry, but he was very cute. I thought his proposal was very sweet, but it's Arya. She's got bigger plans. So yeah, that happened. Um, People were getting drunk. Shoot, what was going on during that time too? Oh, Sansa looking at Daenerys, and I'm just so team Sansa right now. Like I really am. I really am. Lord of the Storm's End. There you go, Protege. Thank you. Thank you. My mind blanked out on that. Arya hit him with the "It's not you, it's me" facts. Turned him into Jorah real quick. There's actually a meme where it's like Gendry, and then the next scene he turns to Jorah. She pretty much did use him. Like, oh, let me see how this feels. I never done it before. Okay, we're done. That's all. Yeah, Arya's a beast, but yeah, just so much was going on in this episode. I was really surprised with Brienne, how she was kind of acting. I swear, all it took was a bit of wine. Maybe that's why she avoided drinking this whole damn series. She would never drink. And the one time she does, she ends up in bed with Jaime. Like, no wonder she doesn't drink. Girl's crazy. So yeah, I'm a big Brienne fan. You guys already know. I'm a Jaime fan as well. And I wanted to mention real quick before I forget, when Jaime leaves, do you guys really think he's going to help Cersei? Because I don't. I'm surprised people do, to be honest. I think he's going to try and kill her. As soon as he got up and left Brienne and went to ready his horse, I was like, yeah, he knows he's the only one that can get to Cersei. He's going to take one for the team, or he's going to at least try. So that, I think, is going to happen. Yeah. See, even Protege, you're saying it too. I think he'll try and kill Cersei. Because really, who can get that close besides him? There's no one else. So yeah, I think that's for sure. There's going to at least be an attempt. I don't know if he's going to do it and succeed, but I think he's going to at least try. There's also some other theories that I've been kind of learning about, how Cersei might even take her own life. I could see that happening because I really don't think she would go out on anyone else's terms, but I think he'll at least be there confronting her. Maybe he makes her drink poison or something like that, kind of like what he did with the what is it, the Tyrell lady? Are they Tyrells? I think they're Tyrells. The badass grandma out there. He kind of like with that. I think he'll do something like that with Cersei, but who knows? Who knows? Protege says, considering Cersei didn't kill Tyrion immediately, she will let her guard down around Jaime. Yeah, I think for sure. Especially if he plays the part of like, oh, I'm here, I'm back. I love you, whatever. I'm here for our child. He's going to probably come in with that. Because if you guys notice, and this plays into the theory, talk about Cersei for a little bit here. She's all about her kids. Even Tyrion said it tonight. He's like, you don't care about these people, but you do care about your children. That's her one soft spot in her heart, because she's evil, but she loves her children. So I think Jaime is going to play into that about, their child. Obviously, she's carrying his child, not Euron's. It's not his. Which he's an idiot for thinking she can get pregnant that fast. Like, what's wrong with him? But anyways, I digress. So yeah, I think he's gonna like use that against her somehow, and either she's gonna end up killed by him, or maybe take her own life, or maybe she dies because of the child or something like that. Because the prophecy is that she's going to die or be killed by a younger brother. So it could be the younger brother of her other kids. If you guys really think about it, this could go so many different ways, and I'm ready for it. Like, I'm very, very hype about what's going to happen to Cersei, and I hope it's one of those things I've been talking about. I'll be really satisfied with that. Winter says, y'all think the Night King is still alive. That's another theory I've been kind of hearing. I don't I don't think there's enough time. If he is alive, there's only 2 episodes. What can they really do with that? I mean, maybe at the end when people are dead or alive and, whoever's taking over as the queen or king, maybe they show a hint of like the Night King still being alive and then the series ends, but I really think people would be pissed if that happens. Or I don't know. I really don't know. I think no matter what though, and I'm already seeing it with tonight and even the past last week's episode, I think there's going to be a ton of people upset. There's a lot of people not liking what's happening in Game of Thrones right now, and I understood it last week, but this week I kind of don't. I really don't, because I loved tonight's episode. I think it's the best episode of the season, hands down. So yeah, with the last episode, I understood people's complaints. I got it. I even had some of my own, but this episode there was so many things going on that I really enjoyed. So yeah, but if you're like a big fan of the Night King, you're probably hating what's happening right now. You're probably not liking this season and what's happened. And don't get me wrong, I was disappointed too with Night King. I wasn't disappointed that it was Arya that killed him, but just the way it kind of went down. And I should have went live last week. I really should have, but I didn't. So I'm just touching on it now. Yeah, I feel like they could have done things a whole lot different, especially with Jon and Daenerys. I just thought Jon's part last week was just not good. So that's why I really loved this week where he had the speech, the tension between him and Daenerys. Her asking him, okay, let's talk about that. She's pleading and begging him to not tell anybody. And he's like, I have to tell my family, which is fair. I mean, these girls, Sansa and Arya, think that he's their half brother. They think they don't know any of this. So it's fair that he wants to tell them. But she's like, no, you can't, because it'll ruin us. It'll break us up. Pretty much that's it. We're done if you do that, because you're going to be the rightful king. And Sansa, of course, is going to fight for that, because Sansa doesn't trust her. She knows it. So there's a lot of like vulnerability going on. There's like tension. I've been waiting for this. Like, you guys don't even know, since last season, since we learned, about Jon and who he really is, I've been waiting for this. So it's paying off. I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, Sansa's a beast. She's not trusting her. And she was totally right. She said, our troops are tired and you're wanting to take them over there. That's a mistake. And she was right, because look what happened. They show up at King's Landing uninvited. They freaking, she flies her dragons into there. It's like, I was just thinking, you're so stupid. But this is my thing, because people are complaining with this. I know I'm all over the place right now. People are saying that Dany's stupid. She's making, dumb decisions in battle. Like, they're disappointed. But me, I'm not disappointed, because I expect this. She's a Targaryen. Her dad was the Mad King. Her ancestors did stupid things too. They don't think. It's like they get clouded. Their judgment gets so clouded with like hate and revenge and things like that. So yeah, she's going to make stupid mistakes. And she's actually been doing this for a while. And this is what I wanted to touch on, because some people are actually complaining that she just all of a sudden got evil, or she just all of a sudden turned heel. But she's been teasing this for a while. She's been doing stupid things for a while. Like, if you think about it, the first dragon that died was basically her fault. The wall being broken down is her fault. That's the consequence of what happened, with losing that dragon. And then there's been so many times where Tyrion has pleaded with her, like, don't burn the cities and don't go over there. Don't burn them down, because you're just the same as these other bad tyrants. And did she listen? No. So she's been doing this for a while. If you really think about it, she's been showing signs of this. She burned Sam's father and brother alive. She's been doing this for a while, and her dad was the same way. He was the Mad King for a reason. He was hearing voices and he was going crazy. There's a theory that Bran was talking to him. That's who he was hearing. There's some crazy theories out there. Like, if you guys ever get the chance, if you ever get the time, there's audio books, there's things you can listen to if you don't like reading or don't really want to, dig too deep. There's so many videos on YouTube of all these theories. It's really, really interesting. Okay, Masande. Like, we got to talk about Masande. Jian says, "I'm mad they killed Masande." It was really sad. I knew as soon as she was up there and Tyrion was trying to talk to them and all that, I'm like, nah, she's a goner. There's no way. There's no way she was going to survive that. And it's sad. And I think really that's what's going to break Daenerys for good. You can see it. She's raging out. She's going to be reckless now. She's going to go crazy. And it sucks because I don't want that third dragon to die. I really don't want Drogon to die. Or is it Drogo? Drogo? I'm going to be sad if that dragon dies. Seriously. But yeah, Missandei, a lot of people are really sad about her. A lot of people really liked her. I did. And it's really going to break Daenerys because if you think about it, man, Missandei's been there for a long time. I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, wasn't she the one that was teaching Dany how to speak that language and everything? She was like her translator. She was there for her for a long time. So that's gonna mess her up, and that's gonna turn her even more, reckless and enraged. What's up, Ricardo? I don't really say hi to everyone here. Winter, what's up? I'm just I gotta get all this out. Jazzy, what's good? Ford, of course. Ford, what were you saying again? I think you were bringing, the Night King. Yeah, a lot of people, I think, are disappointed with the Night King. The more I listen to people's opinions on last week's episode, I totally get where people are coming from. And I can agree for a lot of it. It was still great how it ended up. There was some fan service there. But to me, I kind of like some fan service because I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of Arya. So like all of that going down was cool. But I do feel like it could have went down differently and been even better. So I see where people are coming from. This week, I think, really made up for it, in my opinion. I feel like this was the best episode, for sure. What did you think about Bronn? Yeah, Bronn, that was another thing. So he shows up. At first, I was thinking, like, for a split second, I was thinking, this is bad. One of them can die right now. But then my logic came back to me, like, no, this is Bronn. And once they started talking and kind of, him being all witty and stuff, that's just the way they are, and the relationship that they have, as friends and everything kind of came out. I was like, yeah, he's not going to kill him right now. And then they were talking and stuff. But Bronn, I'm a Bronn fan. I like Bronn. But he seems like he doesn't want to fight, which I was kind of shocked by. He just wants his castle or whatever, and he wants to live his days in it, I guess. But yeah, Ricardo says, I was surprised that Cersei didn't kill her brother. You know what? I didn't even tweet this out. I did not even tweet this out. Let me share this. We're like halfway. I'm not going to be here forever. I'm like already halfway through this thing, but appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me read that again. It says, I was surprised that Cersei didn't kill her brother. Oh, you mean Tyrion? Because she don't believe that Martell killed her son. Oh. Wait, what? Didn't kill her son. Yeah, Cersei, that whole theory about her killing herself, and if she does die, it's going to be due to her children in some way. They were saying that she really has to come to grips with the fact that she killed the youngest son. What the hell's his name? I can't think of it right now. That stupid... What the hell's his name? The one that was married to Marjorie, the younger boy. He, killed himself, but it was because of her, and she needs to come to terms with that, and that's going to make her just kind of go crazy. But honestly, even though I knew she had this army, Cersei, she had all this going on with her, she is just on it right now. Tommen, there you go. My mind's blanking right now. Tommen, yeah. She is on it. They were prepared. She's got this whole golden company. They look undefeatable right now. They killed another dragon. They got all those harpoons or whatever you call them, they're just stacked. And I'm just wondering, like, how on earth is Daenerys even gonna have a chance? Yara has to show up. We know this is gonna happen. She's gonna show up with ships. I don't know how many people she's got. Jon and all of them are gonna show up. But when it came to just the Unsullied and just who she had nothing. So I knew Cersei wasn't gonna give in. There's no way. Like we all knew this. Even if she had a huge army, Cersei was not gonna give in. So it's just kind of crazy how stacked Cersei really is. And she's just so smart. She brought in the townspeople to kind of hang out. That way, there's innocent lives there. I mean, she's just thought of everything. She's telling what's his face, that's his baby. She's playing him, Euron. And she's got it going on right now. Like Cersei, she's the best villain ever, really. She's the smartest, and I think that's why people get so upset that, she's so smart, but the Night King and all that just was nothing in comparison. But she really was the true villain the whole time. I mean, I don't know why people are surprised by that, but you know, I guess I saw it coming, so I'm not really disappointed in that, I guess. You think we'll end up with the Arya and the Hound invading King's Landing and the Hound finally fight the Mountain? Yeah, that's for sure gonna happen. For sure. I don't know who's winning that or if they both die or what. I could see them both dying, but who knows? Grimy says Sansa is turning into Littlefinger. She's learned from the best. Yes, man, Sansa, she's been so underrated. She's the best turnaround of a character. She's learned from the best. If you guys think about it, she had all that time with Cersei, learning from her. Then it was Ramsay and Littlefinger. She's seen the most evil people and she's been able to learn from them. She knows who to trust, who not to trust. She's just super smart. So Sansa is a force. Seriously, I could see her winning at the end. Honestly, I love Cersei and hate her at the same time. Facts, Ricky. That's how I feel because she's such a great villain. Like she's an amazing actress. Seriously, Cersei. If you go top 5 characters of the show, she's got to be top 5. She has to be. She's not little bird anymore. Oh, I love that line. Oh, you can see, this is why I like going live and chatting with you guys because you remind me of stuff. I loved that line when the Hound, right? She was talking to the Hound. As soon as she sat down to talk to him, I was just like, yes, yes, I finally get to see them, interact. But yeah, he was saying, if you would have left with me, none of this would have happened to you. You wouldn't have been with Ramsay. You wouldn't have been with Littlefinger. And she pretty much says, if I was with you, I would still be a little bird, pretty much. That was awesome. Seriously, there were so many conversations in this episode and the politics and just the little interactions. Like, seriously, it made the episode so good. I would take an episode like this over a battle any day. Any day. I love this stuff. This is what I love so much about Game of Thrones and what I think makes it the best show right now, pretty much. What's up, Willie? Do you think the Hound and Arya are gonna hook up? Oh, no, no, no. Can you imagine? I think that would turn me on the show. I would be like, nah, this is trash. Like, no way. That would be crazy. Sansa Def used her experience to become a savage. Oh, I don't know if you guys ever noticed this either. This is a huge detail that I think some people might miss. But when you look at Sansa when she's around Cersei, she always has the same hairstyle. If you go back to the old episodes, like season 1 and 2, she has the same hairstyle as Cersei. And I need to look back at her hair tonight, but was it kind of like Daenerys or not? I need to look back at that. But she copies and kind of mimics the hairstyles of these women, which is pretty awesome. It's like a detail that I didn't know about. I think I saw it on a video or something. I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's kind of I don't know, man. That's the stuff I really love about this show. There's so many things that can be missed. Then when you dig a little bit, you're like, wow, that's awesome. So there's all these theories and stuff that could happen, and that's what I'm excited for sure. Trying to think if there's anything I missed. We talked about Masande. Oh, Grey Worm, he cracked. He couldn't even look. That poor guy. He I feel so bad for him. And Daenerys was looking the whole time. She's just enraged. Even Tyrion was looking. I don't know how he could watch that, especially from that close, because he was right there. Ah, it's crazy. Ricky says, I can't go through seeing Arya getting clapped again. Oh, you mean clapped in the other way. I was like, "It clapped again?" I'm thinking, "When did she die?" Oh, I got you. I got you, Ricky. Born says, "I think Dany will die." I do too. I just don't know how. I don't know how. I hope it's crazy though. I hope it's very surprising. The wildlings, including Ghost, went backward. Oh my gosh, can we pay some respect to Ghost, because clearly the people over there don't know how to treat a good boy. What is the deal? They couldn't even give him a pat on the head, a hug. Really, John? You're just gonna let him walk away? You're what is going on with that? Is it because the CGI was too expensive if they put their hand on top of the direwolf? Like, what's going on out here? They couldn't even give him a pat on the head. That was sad. I was like, really? That might be one of the only complaints I have about this episode. It's like, how do you not even say bye to Ghost? It's crazy. She will sacrifice herself with her dragon. That would be crazy. Um, I'm just wondering. Okay, I know that the dragon's going to survive at least a while because he's probably going to burn up some stuff. But did you see all those harpoons or whatever you call them? Like, how is that dragon even going to make any progress? It's kind of crazy. I don't know if Drogon's going to survive. A lot of people are saying the CGI costs hurt the show, that one of the dragons had to die because the costs are too high. Yeah, Protege, I'm hearing that too. That's the same thing with Ghost. The reason they didn't show him more, I think it's actually true. I think they were interviewing somebody from the show, one of the writers or something, and Ghost was supposed to be in one of the episodes, I think last season, but they scrapped him because they wanted to spend the money on the dragons. So it's kind of sucky, you know. They have so much money too. It's like how much, like, really, how much does it cost? But the dragons, they're gonna take, I guess they're gonna get all that treatment because they're the dragons. If she attacks at night, she can do it, but the writers are real dumb right now. Fig says trash. He couldn't stay in Winterfell. Ghost, I know, right? He was like, "Oh yeah, Ghost. He needs to be where it's cold." And yeah, I mean, is it not cold in Winterfell anymore? Like, that was kind of weird. The whole Ghost one, that scene was kind of probably the worst, maybe, of the whole episode for me. Didn't really make sense. It was just an excuse to get rid of him. That's really what it was, because we're talking about it right now, about the money. They don't have money for all this CGI, I guess. So, okay, what can we do to save costs? Okay, let's get Ghost up out of here. Let's, you know what? Wasn't he even missing an ear? Because, he was in battle, he got hurt. Maybe they were like, you know what? That extra ear is going to cost like a few thousand. Let's just have him missing an ear. I mean, we can get away with it because he's hurt, right? So they had no ear. He had like one ear going on. Oh yeah, and then Sam knocked up Gilly. Really, Sam? So Gilly is pregnant. I guess she was sticking out, and and when John hugged her, he could feel her stomach or something. He looked down. He's like, "Oh, okay." Bodo, yes, we're talking about the GOAT Game of Thrones right now. Go watch the show, Bodo. Stop being one of those people that are like, I don't watch this show and that makes me cool. No, it doesn't, Bodo. Go watch the show. Fig says he was a brave boy. Yeah. Poor Ghost. He got treated bad on this episode. I wasn't liking that. Wasn't liking that. Gilly was looking kind of thick this season. That is true, Figs. I said that. When was it? What episode was it? Like the first or second? She I remember telling Kenny, like, I think she put on weight. She's looking thick out here. So maybe I even told him too, maybe she's pregnant in real life during the show. That's why I honestly said, I was like, maybe she's pregnant. And then sure enough, They have her pregnant in the show. So that's funny. Bodo says it put me to sleep. Oh man. Do you think Tyrion will snitch on Varys to Dany? I worry Varys will die. Tyrion is being strange right now. Very, very strange. And very stupid. Like I really thought he would come around to being like, you know what? Maybe we did make a mistake because he's supposed to be the smartest guy on the show, but he is really hanging on to supporting Dany. He's saying he believes in her, and even though he thinks Jon would be a better ruler, he will not change his decision. So he might he might tell on Varys, and the fact that they even told Varys in the first place is beyond me. Varys has like the biggest mouth. If you had a secret and you wanted to tell somebody in Game of Thrones, would you tell Varys? No, he's the worst person to tell. So the fact that he even knew was boggling my mind. But either way, he knows, and he wants her out of there. He wants Jon to be the ruler. So it's causing problems between them, between Jon and Dany, between Sansa and Dany. It's gonna get real, and I'm ready for it. Erica saying other girls are thick. Yeah. There's a character in the show Budo. She put on some weight, but she ended up being pregnant. So we figured out why. Tyrion might kill Dany. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. But yeah, you guys, I don't want to be here too long. I just wanted to say this was definitely my favorite episode of the season. What else? Next week's going to be crazy. You already know it's going to be a battle. And then the last episode, I'm guessing, man, honestly, I don't even know what the last episode would be. I guess it would end with the politics. It would end with what's really going to happen and people dying and the last words said. It doesn't seem real. Like, I really don't want this to end. I really don't want this to end. Yeah, like I can't even picture myself watching the show and then it's over. I think I'm not gonna know what to do with myself after that. I don't know. Dave says Game of Thrones game coming, PS5 exclusive. Santa Monica Studios just started making it as a side story to God of War 5. Man, I'd be so hype. I would be so hype. Like I was telling you, Dave, the lore and the backstory, the history is like the perfect video game. It's perfect. Fig says, I guess it's cool people like the episode. Yeah, Figs. Well, let me know what really was your issue, because I noticed some people on Twitter, they just didn't like that in their mind, I guess. I don't mean that in a bad way, but from their perspective, Dany just became evil and just became a threat. But I've been seeing this for a while, so I don't know if that was bothering you or just the fact that Ghost didn't get a proper goodbye or what. I don't know. Let me know what you didn't like. Protege says, I wonder if Bran will do anything important ever in the last 2 episodes. Yeah, Bran. I've never really been a fan of Bran, to be honest. When he was traveling with those, that girl and that other kid and Hodor, that was like the most boring parts during those seasons. For me, I just never really liked Bran. But I realize, he is important. He should have some kind of, something at the end. He needs to. Like, what's the whole point, Last episode will end with Ewoks dancing. Hashtag Erica's, hashtag Game F Thrones. That was great. You know what, Dave? I'm not the only one who did that. If you go type hashtag game, like you're starting to type it out, that one comes up first for some reason. I don't know if someone started the misspell and then it just caught on and everybody started using the hashtag or what. But it's like it's a troll right now. Like it's such a trolling thing right now. Everyone, I've seen other people do it too because it's the first option right now. I don't know how that happened. The problem with fan theories are people are unhappy if the theory is not in the show. but they are so fixed on their own theory that they hate the outcome of the show. Yeah, that's true, Ricardo. That's true. I hope that doesn't happen with me, because I do have some theories I want to play out, and if they don't happen, I hope at least whatever happens is just as good or at least similar to my reaction would be similar. I'm hoping. If they do something that is way too predictable, I might be disappointed. Like the good guys just win and that's it. I really don't think that's gonna happen, but the way it's kind of been going with like fan service, it's a possibility, and I really hope that doesn't happen. I need some surprises for sure. I really wanted John to marry Danny. I feel like a lot of this extra drama could have been avoided if they were acting smarter. Why wasn't Bran warning them about Euron and all that? That's a good question. That's a good question. Bran, for knowing what he knows, it's like he goes into these visions and like the past, but he's checking out people's weddings. He's checking out who's people or who are they're sleeping with and things like that. Who knows what he's looking at? We don't know. But it seems like he's missing important pieces. Like he's not really seeing what he should be seeing, and that's frustrating. Bran, like I said, I'm not a big fan of him. Even in the books, because I listened to the audiobooks when I was working, I was able to listen to them. Every time a chapter came up about Bran, I would skip it. I just did not like Bran. But yeah, I feel like he could be helping more, but he's just not. Kind of funny. I think this season's ending will divide the Game of Thrones fans. Facts. Protege, seriously, that's gonna happen. No matter what. Seriously, I could already see it. It's already happening. So that's not gonna surprise me. I just hope I'm on the end of being very happy. That's all I care about. Everyone else could be mad, but as long as I'm happy, I'm good. For sure. Erica's gonna change her YouTube name to Game of Thrones Theory. Seriously, the theories, oh, they're so interesting. They're so interesting. Man, I'm just happy. This is a good episode. Like after last week, I was feeling very torn on things. Some things were disappointing, some things were great. This one, it's like mostly great. Besides Ghost getting disrespected, I was happy with this episode. And this is the reason why the Night King must die in the third episode, because if he survived, then it would be lame, good versus bad. Yeah, like Lord of the Rings. Didn't George R. R. Martin pretty much say, I don't want it to be like Lord of the Rings? So that's why I'm saying it. I'm expecting uh, a surprise, and it's not going to be the whole good guys win thing. If they do that, then they've pretty much backstabbed everybody. like those writers did not do George R. R. Martin justice. Like that would be terrible if it ended up like that. Pretty much. Like Dave, I know you were asking me, why do people want people to die? And it's not like we want death or anything, but it's just that Game of Thrones is known for being a non-trope kind of series, a non-predictable series. And people die just out of nowhere, making you go, just be completely shocked. That's kind of what it's known for. So if it just ends up, oh, John gets on the throne, gets married to Danny, they have a baby, and everything's well. Like that would just be like, huh? No way, that can't happen. What's up, Fatal? I think Jaime will die killing Cersei after he told Brienne he's not a good man. That was his death speech. Oh, Prodigy. I didn't even think of that as the death speech. I didn't even think of that, really. Erica's going to make a song about Game of Thrones. Shoot, if I had the talent. Well, Bran did say not to envy him because he lives in the past. True. Bran wants the throne, Born says. Maybe they won't kill everyone, and that will be the surprise. Oh, man. Someone's got to die. There's got to be at least one of those big major deaths. I would be. It sounds sad to say because it's about people dying, but I would be a little bit disappointed. I'd be like, what? What happened? Yeah, I think Jaime will. Yeah. Shoot, I don't know about that. The death speech. Dang, Lord of the Rings is fire. It is fire. But Game of Thrones, I guess from the beginning, it's never meant to be like that, where you kind of you know what's gonna happen. You knew, what's his face was gonna succeed in dropping the ring into Mordor, like that you just knew that so Game of Thrones is kind of like supposed to be the opposite. You don't really know what's gonna happen. And what I like so much about this show is that they can take characters like you could love a character like Daenerys, for example. I used to be the biggest Daenerys fangirl ever, and now I really don't like her. But that's a good thing. That just shows that these characters, their development is just off the charts. I feel like a lot of these actors and actresses, they're great actresses, especially Cersei. And her, that's a perfect example. She's evil as hell, but you could like her at the same time. It's kind of like Walter White in Breaking Bad. He was terrible, but you cheered him on. So it's like that's when you know character development is just really done well. And Game of Thrones has so many examples of that. Jamie is another one. He's terrible, but I love Jamie. Like he's one of my favorites. So yeah, Sunny says, "Is there one more dragon?" Yeah, there's one more. One more left. I hope I'm the one who dies. Buro, what? What you talking about? I want Grey Worm to live, then go to Missandei's hometown and protect it as a wish to her. That would be cool. Remember he was telling her they were gonna go like to the ocean or something, to the beach. They should show him going over there. Even though he's not with her, he can still go. I think that would be bittersweet. Seems like wait, she just seems like someone that would take advantage of that situation. Oh, why didn't Cersei end it outside King's Landing? I don't know. I mean, she could have. She seriously, that dragon wouldn't have lasted. They could have ended it right there. But I think Cersei's just playing chess. Maybe she knows that there's more people coming. She's probably noticing John's not there. So she's just playing her cards. Like she's really smart. You mean a fourth dragon? Oh, is there one more dragon? It kind of looked like it in the trailer. Did you guys notice that? I forget. I think it was Euron looking up at the sky, kind of surprised by something. And it sounded like a dragon. So why would he look up surprised? He knows there's dragons there, or one dragon. So maybe. So, Buro, I almost read that. You almost got me, Buro. One Night already hates me. I can't be repeating these jokes about him. You almost got me. Cersei is like the Emperor Sidious of Star Wars. There could be another dragon, and then that brings up the other thing about Euron. Doesn't he have the horn to control dragons? It's gonna get real. Something's gonna happen with that horn, or maybe there is another dragon. I don't know what that would do for the story. Like, whose dragon would it be? I don't know, but that would be pretty crazy. One theory I heard is that people think the Golden Company will turn on Cersei, like maybe the gold runs out or the World Bank changes their opinion on funding Cersei. That would be crazy too. If that happens, then she's done. I think the horn is a book thing, but it's in the show too. Figs. I know there's a scene. There's a scene where Euron mentions it. I'm pretty positive on that. I'll probably look into that this week. Like during during the whole week, I always like look into theories and I start, listening to reviews and stuff about the show. I'm sure it'll come up. I got to look into that. I'm pretty positive on that, Figs. I'm pretty positive. I could be wrong, but I'm like 98% sure. What is this? Oh shoot. But yeah, I'm already seeing all kinds of memes and stuff for the week. What's up, Michael? I hope Yara appears from the Iron Islands. Yeah, she's got to come over there. She has to. I mean, what else is she gonna be doing? Freaking Yara, and she probably already knows Theon's dead. They said goodbye already. I'm really positive that Jon is still playing the game with Daenerys. I don't know about Jon. Jon gets too blinded by like loyalty and love, and I don't know. I don't know if I'd give him that kind of credit, but maybe. I don't know. But Daenerys, she's kind of showing her true blood right now. Like she's got that Mad King blood in her. She's got that dragon blood. You could see it in her, and it's been happening for a while. I think maybe they could have planted a little bit more seeds of her getting, turning more mad, but the the hints were there. She was definitely doing things that were stupid before. So this was kind of a long time coming. And I think she's gonna snap now that they took out Missandei, her best one of her best friends. Jorah's dead. She's about to maybe lose her title or whatever. She's not gonna be queen because Jon is the rightful king. She's got nothing to lose right now. I think she might just go crazy. Daenerys has dragons and can burn his family. He's trying to keep Daenerys from killing his family. Oh, mate, yeah, that's true. He might be afraid of her. I know Tyrion's afraid of her. You could see in the trailer, he's like looking all scared and everything. What is up with Tyrion? He I don't know. He's just like stupid right now. He might be the dumbest one on the show, or maybe he's the smartest and he's playing everybody. I don't know. Varys is making him look stupid. I really feel that there would be a potential marriage between Jon and Sansa. I'll watch the episode again. Maybe it was too hard on the first time. I mean, it's okay if you didn't like it as much as everyone else. I mean, that's your opinion. It's all good. Um, I liked it. But yeah, anyways, you guys, man, I think we went through everything. If I missed anything, I'll kick myself later, but for the most part, we talked about the major stuff. I enjoyed the episode. Political marriage between Jon and Sansa. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I mean, they are cousins though, because he still has Stark in him. Oh, and speaking of the whole Stark thing, I guess we could end with this and the Night King. There was a theory that the Night King is a Stark. If you guys ever have the time, like just YouTube it. It's pretty interesting. It might help you feel better about last week's episode. It might. It makes me feel a little bit better, but I still feel like they could have explained things better in the show. Yeah. So they're saying he could be a Stark, and there was a pact between the Starks and the White Walkers. The pact was broken for whatever reason, and now he was coming back to claim what was his, which was Bran. I'm thinking either Bran was like promised to be sacrificed to them as a baby or something, and it didn't happen, or he's just the only remaining Stark boy, so he has to come and take him as like a to make up for whatever pact was broken. There's another theory too that, well, it ties in. That it was like thousands of years before, but I sound like such a nerd right now. I know all this stuff, but there is a Stark man. I think I forgot the name of him, but he married a White Walker. Or well, it wasn't technically a White Walker, but they had like White Walker blood, kind of like Benjen, kind of like him, like he's human, but kind of has like a little bit of White Walker. There was like a marriage between them, and that's what made the pact between the Starks and the White Walkers. So like, if you think about it like that, it might help you feel better about last week. So I don't know, just throwing it out there. I know some people really did not like last week's episode, but if you think about it that way, like he was coming to take Bran, and that was the purpose, because of all that other stuff, it kind of sounds better. I think it sounds much cooler. Bodo, this man going in on One Night right now. Shout out to One Night. What's good, Alton? I'm actually about to wrap up right now. I'm getting too nerdy right now. I'm getting into the lore and the theories, and I'm sounding like a dork right now, but I'm a huge fan of Game of Thrones. What can I say? 2 more to go. If next week's episode is crazy and I have the time, I'll try and do like a let's chat. But for sure, at the end of the season, I'm gonna try and get like Jack and my other friend Sarah and whoever else, maybe like BG or whoever wants to come in here, and we could talk about the whole season. I think that would be fun. Michael says, I don't think Cersei's really pregnant. She still might not be. And I guess Daenerys is never gonna be pregnant. It still hasn't came up. There's 2 episodes. I mean, can she really be pregnant and have a baby in 2 episodes? I don't know. Um, yeah, Alton says, "Let me join." Yeah, for sure, Alton. I'll hit you up and see if you can. She knows she's barren and she was tearing up before she drank her wine. Maybe. Cersei has a tumor. Does she even have a belly though? I don't really notice. I don't think she does. I don't think she has a baby bump or anything, but maybe I'm wrong. What if Euron turns against Cersei after Jaime appears and tells him that Cersei isn't pregnant with his baby and instead with Jaime's? That could happen too. Actually, you know what? Euron is stupid, all right? So first of all, before I go, first of all, he barely had sex with Cersei, what, a week ago or something? I don't even know how long it's been. But she tells him she's pregnant with his baby. He believes it. So that's strike number one. Second strike, when Tyrion is standing before them and talks about her baby. So I would be thinking, wait a minute. She just found out she's pregnant. How does her brother know? He hasn't even been here. So Euron is straight up stupid. He's got to be, or maybe he just doesn't care. I don't know. Maybe he's playing her. That's the thing. You don't really, I don't really know who's playing who, but that could happen. I guess maybe Jaime does show up, says it's his baby, and then Euron, turns against her. That could happen too. Some crazy stuff going on. Sansa's still concerned about Jon. Yeah, Sansa is really smart. We talked about that earlier, just how she's learned from all these evil people. She knows a thing or two about people and how, who they really are. Why is Sansa low-key looking like she loves Jon? Shoot. I don't know. I didn't really get that. You think she looks like she loves Jon? I didn't really see it like that, but maybe if I watch it again, I'll look for that. I don't know. I mean, now she knows he's not really her half brother, but he's still a cousin. He still grew up as a half brother. I don't know how she would really see him like that because they don't really do like incest or anything on that side of the family. Like the Starks don't do that, so I don't know. I heard George R. Martin wanted Arya and Jon to be together. I was like, hell no. Good thing they changed that. I think that was supposed to happen or something. I don't know about that guy. I don't know about that guy. Sansa wants Jon. Really? You know what? I'm gonna keep that in mind, and I'm probably gonna watch it again tomorrow, and I'll pay attention. I'll pay attention to how she looks at him and stuff because I didn't really get that watching it tonight, but I'll look for that. I didn't see that. I don't think Euron would care. He's a freak. He really is. You guys see it in his eyes. He's kind of crazy looking. Yeah, I can see that happening if Euron finds out the truth and tries to kill Jaime since they hate each other. And then Cersei kills Euron to save Jaime. She would definitely pick Jaime in that situation. So yeah, maybe. Ned Stark's parents were cousins that married. Oh shoot. Well, there you go. I guess they do practice a little bit of that family bonding, I guess. Thanks for letting me know that. I missed that. So yeah, maybe, who knows? I'm gonna look for that. I'll watch Sansa and her face, and if she's looking at him, I'll try and see what you guys are saying. Also, if Cersei does die, I think Jaime or Tyrion kills her. Yeah, that's the prophecy or whatever. There's also another prophecy. Ooh, we're gonna be here for a while. I'll end it soon because I do got to go to sleep soon. There's another prophecy that Daenerys gets, how do I say it? She gets backstabbed 3 times. So people turn on her, or there's a better way to say it. I'll just say it like that. She gets backstabbed. So the first one was, they say it's that what's that girl? The freaking witch or whatever, the one that killed, look at what's up, VGL? So I want Cersei dead. Betrayed. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you, Michael. I'm acting like Tyrion right now. I'm stupid right now. The prophecy is that she's betrayed 3 times. Man, I'm losing my voice. And okay, so the first one they say was the witch, the one that killed Drogon. Then, or Drogo. Then the second one is Jorah, because he did betray her. Now the third one is going to be by love. So whatever that means, that will happen. I'm actually losing my voice. That's the prophecy, yeah. So it could be Jon. It could be Jon turning on her. It's going to be interesting. I love Dany, but man, she's looking evil like Cersei. I think cousins marrying is okay in Westeros. I think Tywin also married his cousin. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, I mean, maybe, but if I was Sansa, I would think, well, I grew up with him as my half brother, so I would still see him as a brother, but who knows? Maybe she's thinking, like, man, they should get married as a political thing and then they could rule. I mean, she might be thinking about it that way. Might not even be love. She's just thinking, we could rule this world. Who knows? But what's up, VGL? Donald Stark was an uncle who married his niece, Sansa Stark. Shoot, they almost have the same names. That's pretty much the same names. So yeah, maybe. She hated Jon Doe early in the series. True. I think she was just taking after her mom, because Catelyn did not like Jon. If you guys ever read the books, Catelyn was really mean to Jon. She showed more love to Theon than Jon. Yeah. See, I don't know. This whole her looking like she's in love with Jon, I didn't see it, but like I said, I'll watch for it and see if I get what you guys are saying. It is bad in the books, Alton. Like, she's really mean to Jon. There's a lot of stuff going on in the books. They don't show on the show. After these past couple episodes, my theory is that the Iron Throne is abandoned and we end up with the Council of Rulers instead is making more sense. No way Cersei or Dany rules and Jon don't want it. Yeah, I could see that. Watch it again. Trust me, I didn't see it, but this episode low-key got shook. Oh no. I can't even picture Sansa and Jon kissing. That would just be weird. I don't know. Arya would be worse, though. Oh, that would be really worse. Boo, I want a king. Sansa has gone through a lot of shit. She has changed. Yeah. She's one of my favorites now. I used to hate Sansa, but she's definitely one of the best now. Can you picture Jon kills Dany? If she's going to be betrayed by love, that might be the wave right there. That might be it. Sansa begins to change her attitude about Jon when she became a bastard, Aileen Stone. She thought it would be sweet to meet Jon again. Erica, go to bed. I am. God damn it. There's so many other things. I just got reminded of another thing in the books, and so we ain't gonna get into it. We can't. I can't be here all night. Bodo is right. I should go to bed. We're so focused on one person ruling, but I could see the writers completely abandoning the throne as a misdirect, like they did with Arya killing Night King. It's possible. They might teach us a lesson of, like, look how these people just kill each other and now no one's going to be king, kind of thing. Like, that could happen. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But thank you guys for hanging out. I am actually tired. I think my voice is going. I don't know how, but it's going. Did you hear the theory on Jaime being the reincarnation of the Lord of Light? Yeah, I think I've heard of that. I think I have. I've been hearing things like Jaime is just way more important than we know, kind of thing. No problem, Michael. Appreciate you guys hanging out. It was fun. I got to get it out. I needed to talk about it. Kenny's busy. We talked about it a little bit. We watched it together, but I was like, I got to talk more about this. I appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this later, Comment below if you liked this episode or what was your favorite parts. And we will be talking about this again soon. I'm sad it's almost over, but at the same time, I can't wait to see what happens. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you later. Bye. Oh, P.S. My Sekiro review is done. It'll either be up tomorrow. Uh, yeah, it should be up tomorrow. If not Tuesday, because I got to do a thumbnail and all that junk. And I need time for that. But yeah, stay tuned. It's coming. All right, guys, I'm out. Bye.